up, guys? It's your boy Tweezy coming at you live with the second installment of Tip Tuesdays with Tweezy. And I was reading the comments last week, and I noticed that some of you want me to kind of alternate, maybe an offense one week, offensive play, and a defensive blitz, or maybe play setup the next week. So that's what I'm going to do. So this week we're going to go over the 46 bear under formation. You can find that in the Seattle Seahawks defensive playbook. It's a 4-3 defensive playbook, and we're going to send a little 5-man left edge pressure out of the cover 3. And if you notice, I've subbed in Aldon Smith on the left of screen linebacker slot because he's our fastest linebacker. He also has great hit power and tackling to make sure he brings down Colin Kaepernick in the first try, because we know QB check can be a problem this year. So we're going to call a cover 3 against a 5-wide set, just so we don't have to deal with any of those blocking running backs. We're going to baseline, get everybody where they need to be. We're going to shift our line left, which is LB or L1. LB, L1 again, and right stick down, which is crash middle. We're going to reblitz this Justin Smith and Williams, and we're then going to reblitz the left of outside linebacker, which is RB and right stick inward. I like flatting, putting this guy in a flat, so that we have 2 flat zones, cover the flats, and then I kind of lurk over the middle because we're sending heavy pressure. And then it should be left edge pressure, as you see there. He gets caught up a little bit sometimes, but I've found that this is the most consistent way to get this pressure in. There are other ways to set this up where you can get pressure, but sometimes it gets picked up. See there, we sometimes get a B gap from Justin Smith. So it puts that, what this blitz is really doing, if you notice, is it's putting this left tackle right across from Joe Staley, right across from Justin Smith. It's putting him on an island where he has to choose most of the time. So there, the guard got in there and hung him up, but for the most part, if you'll bear with me, no blitz is 100%. If anybody tells you that they're sending less than 6 and it's 100% against 5 blockers, then they're kind of full of it. But right here, we put him on an island again. Aldon Smith decides to trip. But you always run that risk when you're blitzing, is that sometimes they just won't come in. But this, more often than not, this blitz setup, I really like it for that right there, that B gap pressure. What you can choose to do sometimes, if you find that it's not working, is leave him. You don't reblitz him, and you just reblitz Williams, and you leave Smith on that crash middle angle, and you can get this blitz. So a lot of people don't know, but sometimes the CPU tends to sort of counteract your blitzes throughout the game. So sometimes you'll be sending a blitz over and over, and the CPU will just start sliding for the opponent. And so when that happens, when you're sending the one where you reblitz both of them, maybe switch it up. Maybe send this one. And then you'll notice that it's still pretty consistent. We're doing the exact same setup. Shift line left, crash middle. We're just reblitzing Williams, reblitzing Aldon Smith, putting him in a flat. We're still sending 5, but this seems to be working better for us right now. So both of them are very nice. If you want that DN B gap, you'll have to reblitz both of them to get the chance at that. But if you're completely fine with just the outside pressure, you can choose to not reblitz Justin Smith. But either way, it's 5-man pressure off the left side out of cover 3 and 4-6 bear under, with a pretty simple setup, pretty quick to do. What I would advise you to do in a game is make sure you wait for your line to set. That means that they need to be down in their 3-point stance before you shift them. It's easy in practice mode because they're already in their 3-point stance. But in a game, they're walking to the line, and sometimes when you shift your linemen, they don't exactly end up the same place they would have if you had let them set. So we're going to shift line left, crash middle, reblitz Williams. I'm going to choose to just reblitz 1 this play, put Bethea in a flat, and reblitz the outside linebacker on that side. And then user Willis over the middle to take away the quick, immediate reads that they have that they want to check down to their hot reads if they notice the blitz is coming. And if they don't notice the blitz is coming, then it's going to be a rough day at the office for Mr. Colin Kaepernick. Once again, this is exactly what it should look like when you're done setting it up. We send it. Boom, screamer. I want to thank you guys all for tuning in with me. We gave you 2 ways to set this up. It's just what you feel more comfortable with and what gets in more consistently for you, because some games are different than others. Once again, let's just send it again to show you when you reblitz 1, there are times that it doesn't come in, but more often than not, as I think you can see in this video, it will come in for you, and you still have 3 people in coverage other than Deep Blues behind it. So I just want to say thank you guys all for tuning in, and I want to see this scream one more time for me. And we got a little A gapper there. That will happen sometimes, but don't count on it. Thank you guys once again. I'm Tweezy. I will be reading the comments if you guys want to give me a little tip on maybe offensive playbook you want me to check out, maybe an offensive playbook and formation if you want to be more specific, and I'll definitely take that into account, and I'll lab some stuff up for next week. Thank you guys.